לכל אשר קיבלו ומאמינים בשמו, נתן ממשלה שיהיו בני האלוהים. And to all those who accepted him and believe in his name, he gave dominion that they would be sons of Elohim. אשר הם לא מדם ולא מחפץ הבשר, Adam, for they were not born out of blood and not out of the desire of flesh. ולא מחפץ אדם נולדו כי אם מאת האלוהים, not out of the desire of men, but from Elohim. And then it ends. Like, what's next? I don't know.
The last word on the page.
The last word is Elohim, which means God, or the one God, the true God. And then it ends. And we don't know what's next. And who knows if that's someone. I mean, think about it. The conspiracy always is the Vatican's hiding it. No, quite literally, the Vatican was so incompetent, they don't even know what they have. They had no idea. It's just in the junk box. Now, again, is this the original Hebrew? I don't know. All I know is this is a Hebrew. I mean, this is what we dreamed of as a scholar, certainly. You dream of finding something like this, the lost gospels in the Vatican. And here we have 4 pages from a lost gospel in the Vatican. And it's not that they were hiding it to be malicious. They just didn't know. Now, I want to tell you a story, Michael. I heard this when I was in elementary school. I went to an ultra-Orthodox elementary school in Chicago, and we had this man come. He was a rabbi, and he told us how he would go into the Vatican at the time, and they wouldn't allow him to bring pen and paper, but they would allow him to study the manuscripts. So he would walk in there into the library, go through all the check, make sure he's not, of course he can't bring a camera, and we're talking the 80s, right? He's not bringing a phone, it wasn't possible back then. He wasn't allowed to bring pen and paper. He had to go in, memorize a line of one of the manuscripts, run out after about an hour, write down everything he could remember, go back in again. And this man must have had a photographic memory. That's how he was doing it in the 80s. And now anybody who's listening to this program can go to my website, nehemiaswall.com, and see the full text and translation. You can, and there will be a link there to the Vatican website where you can see the original document here. You don't have to believe me. You can see it for yourself. I mean, think what a miracle this is. We go from where the rabbi is sitting there memorizing the text, and he's probably not interested in this text. He's memorizing the manuscript of the Mishnah they have there and other documents. And we've now gone to the point where at a click of a button, you can find these things. Like, it's a miracle, Michael. Michael, this is a miracle.
Knowledge is increasing.
Knowledge
We're running
is increasing.
to and fro with our computers at the speed of nanoseconds.
It's incredible, Michael, what's going on here. Well, now can I read a little bit from Luke? I don't think we have time for the whole thing.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Everyone, get out a pen, get out your Bibles. This is the time that you can actually mark in your Bibles and bring it right back to the Hebrew. All right.
The holy gospel or good news of Yeshua the Messiah, HaMashiach, the Mashiach, according to Luke or Luca.
That's a lot more full than the King James has.
Is it? Well, I mean, that's what it says here.
Yeah, well, beautiful.
And people can see it. They see it here now on the screen. For the first time, this is being shown publicly.
King James, the gospel according to Luke.
That's all you got there, right?
That's all we got.
Okay, here it is. By the way, I just got to point out here, the name here is written as Yeshua, which is a name that appears in Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 17, referring to Joshua the son of Nun, meaning there's no question from any serious scholarship about how to pronounce that name, Yeshua. No question whatsoever.
Right.
And this is how it's documented in these Hebrew documents that we find in the Vatican and other Hebrew documents. And this one's with vowels, Michael. That's one of the really cool things. Now, I'm gonna skip over the introduction. People can go to my website, nehemiaswall.com, and see that. If you'll allow me to start with chapter 1. And it came to pass in the days of Herod. I'll read it in Hebrew. Vayhi b'mei Hordos melech Yehuda kohen echad u'shmo Zechariah b'bnei Aviyah v'ishto mibnei Aharon u'shma Elisheva. I'm going to translate up to there. And it came to pass in the days of Herod, king of Judah, a certain Cohen, a priest, his name was Zechariah, from the sons of Aviyah, and his wife was from the children of Aaron, and her name was Elisheva. And this is it, Michael. This is the part that when I saw this,
all right,
in the early 2000s, I was in the library, and it was every fiber of my being. I had a fight not to shout when I saw this. Vayihiyu shnehem tzadikim, and they both were righteous. Lifnei Yehovah, before Yehovah. And there in the Hebrew manuscript of Luke from the Vatican, you can see it here on your screen, people. There it is. It says, tzadikim, righteous, lifnei